So most of you may or may not know that we were... Man, this is tough. Hi, baby. It's 3:23 in the morning, and your mom wants a smoothie. So we're taking you to the store to get a smoothie right now.
Without your seatbelt on.
Without my seatbelt on. I hope you enjoy it, the smoothie. And we'll see you soon. We love you. So welcome back. I hope you're all staying healthy and safe. I hope you're all excited for the beginning of the year. Not really the beginning of the year, but spring and the birds, the weather changing, campfire season, things like that. I've been driving around my yard aimlessly trying to figure out how to make a video to come back to YouTube and to share with you an update, because I feel like we've gotten pretty far behind with all the things that have been going on in our lives. And this is a video I've wanted to make for a while. I don't know if I'll be able to deliver it as I envision it in my head, but I'm going to try to do my best, because I know it's been a while and we got to get things rolling again. Most of you may or may not know that we were expecting a baby, and we announced that on our channel once we knew things were going in the right direction, and we did share that. And in the most exciting times, you try to make a video that includes the people that care about you, and friends and family and subscribers. And it's not really subscribers. I consider most of you, if not all of you, friends that choose to spend your time here. The way we played this in our minds and our plans was to share this joyful experience with all of you, and to document the process and bring that to the channel in between all the other types of videos that I do. And the way we plan things sometimes don't always work out how we expect them to or wish them to. I will say that my son and my wife are doing well. We're doing well as a family, and everything works out. And we had a lot of pull from a lot of people. Prayers, thoughts, random acts of kindness, things to just lift you up. But it was not an easy process by any means. And it's something I would go through again and again if I had to. But I wasn't able to capture it and deliver it and make a video the way that I thought it would go down, I guess. My wife had preeclampsia, which caused a lot of complications. Blood pressure, really high blood pressure. She spent a lot of time in the hospital, in a time where you can't have visitors, you can't have your family around you. You're kind of on your own. And it was my wife and I and our son in her belly, and we were just trying to tackle the world and survive and make the best of every situation. The preeclampsia caused some of the things they did. We didn't know if it was a boy or a girl. We wanted to be surprised, and that it was a surprise. We went through all the doctor's appointments. Everything was looking good, except for her blood pressure kept creeping up. So, and I'm giving you guys the 40,000 foot view. because I don't know if I'm there yet to. I just don't know if I'm there. Maybe I won't be. Maybe I will at some point. But the high blood pressure, the shots they gave to kind of steroid to boost the lung development and stuff like that, never made it to our son, which we didn't know at the time. And her blood pressure kept creeping up. We had a scare at 31 weeks. And we knew that the baby would be early, but we didn't know how early. And there were so many times that we were at the hospital that anytime we were there, could this be the moment? So just to show you that I'm here too. Yeah. See? That's when you bouncing around in the background there. Love you. And a lot of you close friends of mine followed along and maybe exchanged some messages, and it was pretty crazy. So my wife spent most of, if not all of January in the hospital. That was kind of a blur. Some of December, beginning of February. We're just thankful for all of you guys that support us, and I really feel like the doctors, like everything else, like it's
God's miracle.
You know, it's just like, I don't think a lot of people have that sometimes. So anytime you can be there for somebody,
Be there.
be there. Yeah. And at 31 weeks, we almost had to deliver. Our doctor bought us time because every day inside is better than outside when you're small. We made it to 33 weeks and 6 days. They so thankful for doctors and nurses and the people that helped us. So we made it to Sunday before Valentine's Day, and it was, I know it's windy, I'm sorry. Made it to Valentine's Day, or the weekend before, and the doctor, we had a specialist doctor the whole time, an expert with premature babies and complicated pregnancies, and he was out of town, and he's the kind of guy that if you know him, if he's in the country, he'll be there. So when they said it's time, we have to do this now, on Sunday, we were kind of like, does our doctor know, because he was out of town? And he, long story short, he said, we called him and he said, I'll be in 7 o'clock tonight, we'll deliver tomorrow. We were planning to deliver on Tuesday, and I think that was a Monday. We only made it till Monday morning. And I got to watch the whole thing, which was pretty cool experience. Scary, but exciting. They let me watch, just because I've been through a couple careers that have allowed me to learn a lot, so I knew I wasn't going to pass out or anything. There was no way I'd miss that. So I've seen a lot more of things than most, but
Nice.
you're doing it, buddy. You got it. You okay? I saw his head come out, and I didn't know if it was a he or she. You know, I had to bounce between the curtain, and they announced that he was a boy. And
Baby boy. Congratulations, Mom.
The nurses were asking me, like, are you all right? Because I was doing those, like, trying to hold back all the emotions and kind of going, like, you know, but not like in a sick way, but in a, like, I don't want to break down and just start bawling, right? Trying. So I watched him come out. my wife was good, and they took him over for the NICU staff to take care of him because he was very small, and he was crying. Right away they take him away, and my wife's there, and they sew her all back up, and that's an experience in and of itself. And then it was like, you just wait, make sure everybody's okay, and wait for updates. And it's the most, you pray, and so we got to see our son after a little while, just barely. It's not the NICU is a special place, but it's not really a place you really, you want to be there because you have excellent care, but you don't want to be there. There was nobody really there except for people you could phone call, or sometimes you didn't have good service, or you just couldn't, there's times you just couldn't talk. My wife and my son are like the strongest people I know, which many of you, not to make this about just us, but many of you have friends and family that you care about that too. So if you know where I'm coming from, it's not just us, it's a lot of people. We really didn't get to see our son that much, except for to hold him, which for a few seconds, which you don't really get to. There's time where you don't even want to hold him because he's going through so much, and they have to do so much, and he's on so many machines. And your wife can't be there all the time because she's swollen up like a balloon. She lost like 35 pounds of water weight in like a week. But she was so swollen from the preeclampsia, they had to balance we don't want her to have a stroke, or multiple strokes, or whatever. And the baby needs more time, so it was just a balance. But once he was out, he was on a lot of machines, and I don't know if I can do this. So, I gotta fast forward a little bit, but so his lung collapsed at like his second day old, and I remember just not wanting to hold him or hurt him or anything, bouncing between both sides of the hospital for my wife and my son. And a lot of people hitting you up, trying to help, which sometimes it did, sometimes it didn't, and we just wanted to survive. But the doctors did a lot of crazy, cool stuff. And he fought. There's a video when I first asked him, I said, "How are you doing?" Or something. And he stretches his little... he stretched his little thumb up.
You alright, buddy? So the thumbs up?
Yep. It is.
Thumbs up, bud? I got you, buddy.
The world was telling me everything's gonna be alright. Our grandparents. But it just was like a downhill slope of not good news. I just wanted the doctors to say, like, he blinked 12 times. He was only supposed to blink 12 or 5, and that was a good sign. But it was not looking good.
Hi, buddy.
Wasn't good for my wife, wasn't good for me, wasn't good for anybody. So after a couple days, he wasn't eating, he wasn't pooping. They thought he had an issue in his guts. So they flew him in a helicopter to Children's Hospital. And we slept on a bench there for 2 weeks. Meanwhile, you have business, bills, family, responsibilities. You got YouTube, and you got to prioritize. That was hard to do. Wouldn't be able to do it without my wife. Wouldn't be able to do it without my family, friends, people like you that support us. It would have been a lot tougher. But when he made it to Pittsburgh, he finally pooped, which was a good thing because he had to get this stuff out of him. He was so filled up on all the stuff they had to give my wife to keep her going, magnesium, all the stuff that's a relaxant. And when you battle magnesium and Pitocin, Pitocin makes you cramp afterwards, so you wanted the cramp to stop bleeding, so the mom doesn't bleed out. But on magnesium, it's a relaxant, so you're just battling. And I know a lot more, and I could share a lot more, but I just gotta keep going through this. You guys will learn more. So he made progress, and I was in the truck on the way down to Children's to get there. And I was there basically when the helicopter landed. And then we had to figure out how to get my wife there because she wasn't even sure she used to be allowed to leave the hospital because of all the stuff she was going through. So there's a separation thing there, and I don't know. Needless to say, he made progress over that couple weeks, and we started to really, after like a week or so, we got to see our son and see his smile and see his face. And I'm sure I'm missing a million points. But we got to see his personality, and we got to update some of you guys, and tried to update family and, just people that we could. And he really made a lot of progress. So we've been home now for a couple weeks and trying to get things caught up. And I'm just thankful for all of you that have been here for us. If you weren't in the know, we don't, I know that we don't expect you to know everything that's going on. We could only share what we could at the time. And I'll probably have to go through this again. But, he's a fighter, she's a fighter, I'm a fighter. And I want to do some really cool things for NICUs, children. If you follow my channel, you know that I love making videos with my family and just regular content, and I like to just have fun and share experiences. And I want to continue to do that. So we're home. Everybody's doing well. And I know I'm missing so many things. I'm so thankful for I'm just thankful. I'm probably going to jump into making just videos again until I can really get the rest of this out, or build up that strength. I pray for all of you and that are going through tough times, and I hope that this channel, my family, and everybody in this community can be there for you when you need it, even if it's just for a conversation or whatever it may be. I like to say I was running on like 20%, because it could always be worse. Things could always be worse, but maybe it was 30%. I don't know. I just know when you're at that point, it puts a lot of things into perspective as to what you want to accomplish, or what you want to do, or what's important, what's not important, or it really grounds you and brings you right back to, there's times I just sat there and cried in my vehicle, or cried because the smoke's hitting my eyes. A couple little breakdowns here and there. I don't want to call them breakdowns, I just call them releasing it. But they're doing good. And we're just trying to navigate life just like many of you, and raise a child in this crazy world. I don't even know where to go there. What I can tell you is that I want to do my best job to I will do anything and everything for my family. And I want to do the best job I can to help you guys make videos, build friendships, enjoy time together with like no BS. Sitting there for weeks just popping in and seeing what people post sometimes. I don't want to be fake. I want to deliver value to you. I want to have fun. And yeah, you got to push the limits on fun every once in a while. But I want to be able to not lose my integrity. Maybe that's not the word, but just to get YouTube views or just to build a big channel. Maybe people will unsubscribe if they watch this video. But there's just so much noise out there and nonsense that's like, I don't know if that's what it takes to be successful on YouTube. I don't know if that's even the definition of success. I am so blessed to have family and support and people around me and you guys, and that if you have a channel or you're building something, like, it doesn't matter. Like, I've met people all across the world that have been there for me, and I think I've been there for many of you, and that to me is important. The most important part about doing any of this. So whether you have 10 people or 1,000 people or 500,000, if you're just doing it for the views, you're missing the freaking point. Might not make as much money, but hit zero and go through something tough, and you'll realize that none of that means anything at all. Fancy things, cars, yeah, you can build, you can buy stuff. I want people, if you can own a jet someday and a skyscraper and that's your goal, I want you to do that. Like, it's not like jealousy of what people are doing, but it's all crap. You just gotta tackle what you want to tackle and scale as you can scale and build those friendships along the way. But that's what I want to do. I don't want to bend my wife over a freaking wood pile to get views, or have to have $100,000 gadgets and things. Like, I have cameras and some cool stuff, but I don't live in $1 million home either. You balance it, and you don't have to be fake to build something. And you can have a spine. I like to say, don't mistake the kindness for weakness. This video might not get me many plays, or people might unsubscribe, but I want people that want to tackle their goals and tackle their dreams, and I want to be able to do that on YouTube with my family and my son, and take them fishing and share those experiences with you, so that you could, if you don't have the ability to do that, you could watch videos that you could feel like you're a part of and be a part of. there's a lot of people that have lost that on the tube and in the world. We've lost so many core things, so many good people, and break it down to what really matters, and that's where things come together. So I'm gonna sit here and ponder a little bit more, because I don't know if I can go more. I want to deliver for you guys fun content. I don't know if that's going to be daily, weekly, monthly. I don't even know. Can't promise anything. But I realize the opportunity, and I want you guys to realize, if you're creating a channel or doing what you got to do in the world, whatever it is, that there's a tremendous opportunity, and it takes people around you to help you. Real, true people that want to help each other. And there's so many crazy things right now. I don't want to go into things that stir up, but there's a lot going on for a lot of people. I think I'm going to leave this one here for you guys and just upload it. I want to thank you all. You know who you are. We're so blessed. I hope my son wants to be on YouTube, because when you see his smile and when you see my wife and the things she does to support us, life is good. All right, we got to cheer this up a little bit. It's a good day. It's a good day. My son's breathing. My wife's breathing. If you're watching this, you're breathing, and it's good. I don't care if you're a business, if I share a product, if we do videos, or whatever it is. I just want to keep it real with you guys as far as like what we're all working on, and have fun along the way and keep building it. But tackle your dreams, get out there, do something. It could be a lot worse, it could be a lot better, it could be a lot worse, you know, both sides of the spectrum. But I am so thankful. We will do something here. I can't even put it out, because it'll just happen the way it needs to happen, and it'll probably do that for many of you. I think we'll do something different. Because my favorite quote's like from the co-founder of Sony, where he's like, "You'll never succeed in business, life, or anything by following or copying the others." And I like to think that we have a unique thing going on here. No matter how far you are away, there's some good people that are right there. So I thank you, friend, for watching this video. I don't even know if the timeline is going to make sense. I try to do the best I could. I got to get out there. We'll circle back and make other videos. And as I get some strength, even though I feel pretty strong, it's a tough thing to share. Especially because we thought it was going to be a quick, we watched so many moms and families come in and out. 2 days they're home taking pictures. Unreal. The birds are chirping. The squirrels are happy here. They've been eating like crazy. We still kept them fed while we were at the hospital. I know they're thankful. We'll oh, it's good. Cheers, friends. See you in the next pixel.